Sup everyone, it's been a while, but just wanted to thank you all for the support. It's been real nice to see you guys, just being cool and sharing your opinions on Pikmin and other cool stuff that kind of blew up more than I was expecting, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for me to talk about Nintendo's lineup for the year and what's to come. And honestly, I see a lot of people really worried about it, but I don't think it looks too bad. In the grand scheme of things, maybe it does, because you have quite a few Switch 2 editions. Well, I say quite a few, you have two. You have Animal Crossing, which is already released, and you have Mario Wonder. And that's cool and all, but are people really that bothered? I don't really think anyone seems to care. Really, the most press that I think Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition has gotten was the Pikmin cameo. I think people are really interested to see what that's about. Me too. And honestly, if I didn't really buy most Nintendo games, I don't think I'd care too much for Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition. I don't know if any of my friends are getting the game, and it's kind of multiplayer focused. There's single player stuff, but they've really focused on the multiplayer, so I don't know. And also, someone else I want to bring up, if you're a Switch 1 user, how do you feel about Switch 2 editions? Because I feel like they kind of limit what you can play, Like, you were there from the start, you bought this game from the start, and now you can't get the full experience 4 years later, because they want you to play it in 4K with the new content for an extra 20 quid. That's gotta sting a little bit. Maybe it doesn't, but I can't really give my opinion since, I've been a Switch 2 user since day one. So let me know what you think, because I think that's a really interesting discussion to have. Moving on, other stuff coming out this year. Yoshi in May, Tomodachi Life next month, Pokopia just came out a couple weeks ago. Honestly, it feels like it was about a year ago that Pokopia came out. Honestly, time is going so slowly. Pokemon Champions next month too. So yeah, did I say Rhythm Heaven? Rhythm Heaven is slated for this year. Fire Emblem's coming out later this year. Never been a huge Fire Emblem guy, but I'm sure plenty of people are. And Splatoon Raiders, hopefully. Honestly, at this point, the game could have just gone cancelled. Haven't heard anything, haven't heard a peep. I think they showed a trailer a month after the Switch 2 came out, and then radio silence. It's just been the same with Rhythm Heaven. I think it's been nearly a year now since that original trailer, and they haven't ever mentioned it again. Strange. So maybe it's coming out soon. But look, I think if we're really talking now, people are worried about the output this year, and I don't think it's much to worry about. Genuinely, come on, you think the multi-billion-dollar corporation isn't gonna be making products, games, the thing that keeps them alive is just not. Of course they're working on something, let's be real. I will say, Switch 2 games are gonna be harder to develop, they're gonna take longer. At least I would imagine, I don't know. They're more intensive games on the hardware is more powerful, so, you can do a little bit more. I think it just bash my mic, I don't know if that's gonna come out on the recording. So, it is what it is, and it's better to get a good product than a rushed one. Tons of people are worried that there's not been a direct, but I was worried too, but I think it's not that I'm worried, it's just that I'm greedy and I just want to get 1,000,001 things thrown at me at once. Also, it's just nice to know ahead of time, what's coming out, when and where. I also think if you're a Nintendo fan, there's probably other things for you to look forward to that aren't entirely Nintendo related. I can't think of too many examples, but this is Sonic's 35th anniversary? I should know, I'm a huge Sonic fan. So I think that the new Sonic game has a real good chance of coming out this year, and if it doesn't, I think next year for sure. And on that note, I think Pokemon Winds and Waves, that's coming out next year. We don't know when. A lot of people genuinely think late next year, and I wouldn't mind that, but I just feel a bit too soon to reveal it, even though I understand why they did. I would probably have to guess February next year, but I don't know. Usually when YouTubers say what I like to hear, I get all happy and confident, and it doesn't happen, so don't take my word for it. Don't be like, he said February, therefore I'm gonna be happy this coming out in February, because I don't know. I'm one of you. Also, the Mario Galaxy movie is literally 2 weeks away, so don't worry about the lineup. It's gonna be fine. I understand this year it's tough because there's not plenty of games that people really want to play. These are cool games. I say the only one here that's really selling me Tomodachi Life. If that's all that comes out this year, I guess I'll be happy with it. It's a big game. I've wanted a sequel for years and years, so to finally get it is super nice. It's a great payoff for all that waiting, I guess. So yeah, I say just don't worry about it. I've heard this echoed all over the internet. If you're really relying on a corporation's video games to like make you happy in life, you should probably take a little bit of a step back. I should probably take a little bit of a step back. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.